Hey guys, it's Breathin' Bricks, and today I'm going to be reviewing set number 7260, the Wookiee Catamaran. So, this set, I believe, came out in 2005, and ever since I saw this set in 2005, I always was fond of it, and it grew to become one of my most favorite sets, LEGO Star Wars sets. So, as of now, it's one of my most favorite sets for a few reasons. The minifigures are, well, first of all, it comes with 6 minifigures, and can't get much better than that in a LEGO Star Wars set. But also, the minifigures hold really good value, so each of them do. And also, I really like the Battle of Kashyyyk. I always liked that ever since I saw Revenge of the Sith, which I did not see directly when the set came out because I was actually too young to see it at the time. So, but later, maybe in 2010, I saw Revenge of the Sith, or no, probably earlier, but probably ever since around 2010, this was one of my more favorite sets. So. Yeah, anyways, yeah, I also really like both of the vehicles that this set comes with. So, let's get right into looking at, well, actually, first we can look at the box, because I actually have the box. So, let me pick up the camera here, just show you guys. So this is what the front of the box looks like. Just tells you all the details on the left side, as usual. And actually, since Luminara Unduli is a light-up minifigure, I believe that she was displayed right here, and then you tap on her head and it lights up. So, that's pretty cool that they actually let you test that in the store. And then here are the minifigures that it comes with, and it's basically just telling you their names, even though it doesn't say that those are 442nd, which I believe they are. If I'm wrong about that, you guys can correct me, of course. And then the back of the box. The back of the box is actually really interesting because it has these alternate build sets, and I'm not sure if the instructions are online for these or it just kind of gives you an idea of what you could try and make using the pieces, but you can probably figure it out just by looking at these. But I mean, it may be a little difficult, I'm not sure. But some of the builds look kind of cool, like that ship over there, and these 2 speeders are cool. This is pretty intricate and kind of crazy. Doesn't really seem realistic, but, well, Star Wars isn't really realistic anyways, but, and then this seems kind of cool, so. Alright, and then also there's some advertisements, of course, for other sets. The instruction manual is kind of like a magazine, actually. Pretty unique instruction manual. Just a normal instruction manual. Nothing too interesting besides the advertisements, I guess. The LEGO Star Wars video game had just came out, so that was pretty hyped up, and yeah. So, okay, I will put this back in here, and let's get on with the minifigures. Okay, so the first minifigure we have is, of course, Luminara Unduli. As you can see, she is actually a light-up minifigure, and I like the light-up minifigures quite a bit, actually. The only one I don't have is the light-up Obi-Wan, and actually, I don't have 2, the light-up Obi-Wan and the light-up Darth Vader. Yeah, I have all the other ones. I have the Luminara, Anakin, and Mace Windu. So, yeah, they're pretty cool figures. I know a lot of people don't really like them because you can't take apart the pieces, but also I don't think there's any back printing or anything. But yeah, that's that figure. And then here's the generic older Yoda. Well, older as in This is the older mold, I guess, for his head and print. They don't really make this guy anymore, or this minifigure. But it's a pretty cool minifigure. I have a few of these guys. Probably, actually, I think the headpiece is one of the more accurate ones. Maybe if they stuck to this mold, Lego stuck to this mold, and then maybe colored it and stuff, and then it would be pretty accurate. But yeah, pretty cool figure. And then of course the clone troopers. A big reason to get this set is to get these clone troopers, because you're not going to get them anywhere else, and they're pretty expensive. They go anywhere from $15 to $20 a piece, which is just pretty insane for clone troopers. Yeah, they're one of my most favorite clone troopers, and I believe they're the 442nd Legion. You guys can, as I said, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, they do have this cool back printing. This back to tank, well, this thing above the back to tank, and then some green pieces, and then of course everything else. Yeah, saw that. And then here is the Wookiee warrior. So of course, this is also a really cool figure, and I think for the time, 2005, I think this was a pretty intricate and pretty good figure overall, with the printing. So pretty detailed, yeah. And then of course the generic Chewbacca. Everyone's seen this, guys. So, yep. Alright, every LEGO Star Wars fan has seen that, that is. So, let's get on with the vehicles. So, I'll move these guys to the side. So this is the first, the smaller vehicle, obviously, the swampspeeder. And they actually made a remake of the swampspeeder in 2010. And I have that, and maybe I'll do a comparison video sometime if people would be interested in that. But I think that this swampspeeder is pretty cool. It might look a little blocky, but overall I like it, especially because of these printed pieces, and I feel like it has a lot of mobility and play features on it, just how these can kind of move in all directions, and I think that's pretty unique. And then also these guys are supposed to be piloting it, so his legs are really stiff. Alright, yep. And then of course these are their blasters in here, and here's the main thruster, I guess you could call it, that engines or powers this whole thing. So, yep, pretty cool vehicle. And then of course the main attraction of the set, the Wookiee Catamaran. So, my knowledge on this is not that extensive, but I do like the set, and I think it looks pretty cool. As far as I know, this was well, it's called the Wookiee Catamaran, so I'm assuming it was initially, and it's pretty obvious due to the design, that it was initially a Wookiee vehicle, but I think that the Republic and the Wookiees have formed an alliance in Episode 3, obviously, and so they, I guess, share these vehicles. But you can see Wookiees flying these in Episode 3, and that is, of course, really cool. So, yeah, the features that this has, I believe, okay, so I'm looking at the back of the box right now, just making sure I'm correct. Yeah, so it actually drops little missiles. Not sure. Yep, okay, so that's right here. Yep, alright, I don't have the missile in the right area. But, when it's flying, it's supposed to drop a missile like that. And then I think these are also supposed to be missiles, but they don't have any playability or anything like that. But then this is the kind of biggest playability feature, and I'll shoot it against the wall. But this actually shoots out of here. So it's pretty weak, probably because it's old, but maybe I can try that again. Sometimes these shoot pretty far. Nope, that was a fail. And I broke it. So clearly this wasn't, either I didn't build it 100% correctly, but I think it's just pretty weak. But that's fine. I mean, or they just made it because they were worried, since younger kids were going to be playing with this, didn't want it to shoot in anyone's face. But that's fine with me because I only display my Legos anyway. So I think this turbine is really cool. These brown windmill pieces are pretty awesome, and then this kind of design, I've never really seen too many things on earlier Lego sets like this one that have this kind of design here. Yeah, I think it looks pretty clean cut, and I feel like it's a really good representation of the actual vehicle in the movie. And then actually I'll place the figures in here. They're supposed to sit, well, actually I don't want to sit Luminar in there because it might ruin her cape. I don't know. Stand there. Yeah, actually I think they stand it. I don't think it matters, but whoops, this piece keeps breaking off. Alright, there we go. It wasn't connected, that's why. So I guess this is... Alright, so this is a good idea, gives you a good idea of what it looks like when they're sitting down in the vehicle. So you can just imagine this flying around and in the Battle of Kashyyyk. So that pretty much sums up this review. Box, put it in the background there. Yeah, as I said, this is one of my most favorite sets. Also, this I have in my most recent mock, so if you haven't checked out my most recent mock, check that out after this video, of course, and you will see this in the mock. So, yep, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Like the video if you liked it, and comment some more ideas for videos, or anything you guys want to see and want me to review. So, thanks for watching.